This is the fourth video in this series of videos on decision making. Today we are going to talk about something we are all very familiar with, at least through TV and newspapers, the lottery. Why do people play the lottery? What are the odds of winning? Is there any way to improve our chances of winning? And we are going to answer these questions right here in this video. And moreover, make sure you watch the video until the end, because at the end of this video, we are going to talk about a problem which has generated a lot of passion and controversy, okay? Very exciting, and you really don't want to miss that out. So that's all I'm going to say here. But for now, let's get started with the lottery. We are oftentimes attracted by these very high prices that we can in principle win. 138 million pounds here in the national lottery. There are many different variations. I'm not a specialist about lotteries, in fact, but I did some research on this. But first, let's have a look at a calculation of odds. What are the odds of winning for a typical lottery? So let's take the case where you have to find 6 numbers out of 49. This is a typical lottery. There are many different variations, but let's take this example here and let's calculate the odds of winning. 6 numbers out of 49, this gives us a combination which is written right here, as you can see, 49 factorial divided by 49 minus 6 factorial times 6 factorial. Okay, the factorial, for the people who don't know what it is, it's a multiplication, 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That's 6 factorial. So you can apply that to any number, and as you can imagine, multiplying numbers like that adds up very quickly, and it gives us huge numbers very quickly. In fact, 49 factorial is a huge number, a huge number. So if we do this calculation, now we get odds which are 1 in roughly 14 million. That's what this combination here gives us, roughly 14 million of possibilities. And when you play, you have 1 chance out of 14 million. That's not so much, okay? Now let's have a look at what is the expected value shown here in this equation, which is called Bernoulli's law. And this tells us that the expected value is the odds of gain times the value of gain. So let's do a simple calculation here. Let's take an example here, which is not the example of the lottery, but let's just take this example just to show how we calculate the expected value. Odds of gain, let's imagine you play a game and the odds are 5%. The value of gain is $100. So this gives us an expected value of $5. Now, what is the expected value if you play the lottery? So, of course, there are many different lotteries. Let's take, for example, a very big national lottery with a lot of money, a lot of people playing. The odds of winning typically are 1 in 100 million. We saw 1 in 14 million before. This can be even less. This can be roughly 1 in 100 million. The prize money can be pretty big, 100 million, even more sometimes. So, what is the expected value? Well, the expected value is going to be 100 million divided by 100 million, which is $1, okay? Which is not that much. For a smaller regional lottery, the odds of winning are a bit better, maybe something like 1 in a million. The prize money, though, is also less usually. Let's say $500,000. This gives us an expected value of $50. So it's not that much, it's actually less than the national lottery. So why do people play? We know that the winners are not that many, typically 1 in at least a million, sometimes 10, sometimes 100 million or so losers, okay? So that's not so attractive anymore. So why do people play? We always hear about the winners. You see, here we have Joe and Jess who win 184 million pounds. That's a huge amount of money, right? A huge amount, and we all think we have a chance to win. We all would like to be the winners, right? And it is indeed possible to win. There is a very tiny chance of winning. But the news and the media and the lottery itself do change our perception of the possibility to win. Why? Because we always hear about the winners, but we never hear about the losers, right? We see one winner here once in a while, and it makes the news, so we remember this. But nobody ever talks about the millions and millions of losers every week. We never hear about them. So we don't know, and we don't have anything to compare the winners to, right? If we compared one winner to 100 million losers, then we would maybe think differently about the lottery. So how can you improve your chances of winning? Does playing regularly increase your chances of winning? Contrary to common belief, it does not increase your chances. Why? Because the odds stay the same each time you play. Every new lottery is like starting all over. You're resetting, okay? So you're starting all over again. So playing every week, every time there is a new lottery, does not improve your chances of winning. Now, a lot of people think that playing the same numbers every time improves their chances of winning. Is that true? Actually, it is not true. And that's for the same reasons as we just discussed. The odds stay the same every time you play a new lottery, right? So whether you keep the same numbers or you change the numbers, it doesn't make a difference. In fact, there is a funny statistics. When you play the lottery, you're actually less likely to win than being killed by an asteroid, which is apparently one in about 1.5 million, or to die in a plane crash, which has odds of about 1 in 20 million. So this is even less than winning the big national lottery, the big jackpot. One way to improve your chances would be to buy more tickets for the same lottery, right? You could buy 10 tickets instead of 1. This would increase your chances by 10. So instead of 1 in 100 million, for example, it would be now 1 in 10 million. It's still very small. You would have to buy a lot of tickets. 100 million tickets, for example, maybe you would have a much better chance to win, but then that would be pretty expensive and that would be the purpose, frankly. So there is no real good way to win at the lottery. You just have to be extremely, extremely lucky. And as you can see, the odds are really not that good at all. So thanks a lot for watching, and next time make sure you check out next video, because next time we're going to talk about a really classic and super exciting, super important problem. This is a problem that has generated so much passion, confusion and controversy. Many highly educated people, professors, PhDs, engineers, including a math super genius and the person with the highest IQ ever recorded, played this game. And what is really interesting is that no one could actually agree on the solution. This was one of the most controversial and confusing games ever. So next time we are going to talk about this game, and I will show you the full solution. What is the correct answer, and I will explain it in great detail so that you can understand what it is. And it's amazing that even today a lot of people do not seem to quite grasp and understand the correct answer, and all of it has to do with probability. So we'll check that out in the next video. Make sure you check it out. It's going to be super interesting and exciting. And I'm sure it's going to probably generate some controversy as well, maybe among the viewers. And I hope it will generate a lot of comments as well. So as always, thanks a lot for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I hope you want to see more. The more subscribers we have, the more viewers we have, the more we're going to grow this channel, and the more I can bring you new videos more often. And there's a lot of stuff I would like to share with you guys. So thanks a lot again for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.